This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
The performance today was as mediocre as it could possibly get on defense, and this is one where depression starts to set in a little bit. It's not so much that the season is over because you still have 12 games to go. You have a lot of winnable games that are coming up on the schedule. But one of the things that I told you about leading up to this game throughout the week on the show was I wanted to see a respectable performance. And I got to tell you something. As mediocre as Jacoby Brissett is, the offense wasn't too bad today. The defense never bothered to show up today at all. In fact, the defense didn't show up against the Colts. The defense didn't show up against the Bills. The defense really only showed up in the New England game, and the Raiders game a little bit. But the defense has gotten worse and worse and worse as the season has gone on. And the most disturbing thing now that I'm watching from the defense is Xavier Howard bitched and complained about his money, right? He wanted his money. And he held out or held in, however you want to call it. And luckily that the Dolphins were smart enough just to give him the money to get him back on the field now. And listen, I remember the conversations. Tons of you wanted him to get paid. I was not the guy that wanted him to get paid. I didn't mind trading him. But I also didn't mind giving him the money for this year to shut him up and then trade him in the offseason. Now, the only problem is he is now killing his value for the offseason because X has been burned over and over and over and over and over again this year. Luckily, he forced that fumble because he really hasn't done jack all throughout the year. And he is, let me tell you, Wentz went after him last week with no fear, no concerns, and Tom Brady did the same thing to him. And all you got to do is run crossing routes with X. He can't stay with you. I mean, deep routes too, because Mike Evans had him burned and everything, gave him a little bump and everything, but there was no call, so he was going to get toasted on that one. I mean, and let me tell you, Byron Jones not playing well, Jerome Baker not playing well. Those are your three money guys on defense, and they are playing like absolute crap. Am I clear enough on this? That Jones, X, and Jerome Baker are playing like absolute garbage. Not one of them deserves any of the money that they're making. In fact, all three of them are stealing money without a mask and a gun right now. That's what's going on.
This is the Big O Show. This is the